Happy New Year, everyone. I'm getting ready to make some soup. The supervisor today is Pepper. Pepper, say hi. So last year I bought a lot of recipe books, cookbooks, and I didn't really use that many. So this year I'm going to try to make a point to do a recipe like 2 or 3 times a week. This recipe is soups and breads. I got it at Ollie's discount store. And it's just a pork and cabbage soup. It looks interesting. I have never made it before, of course. I don't know that I've ever had a soup with pork in it, so I'm looking forward to it. I had to buy most of the stuff. We did have bacon. Pork, I only need 8 ounces, so I'm going to freeze the rest. I had the tomatoes, beef base. I am going to change the recipe a little bit because it said 2 cups chicken broth and 2 cups beef broth. I don't like mixing different broths like that, so we're just going to do 4 cups beef broth. I had bay leaves, onion, carrots. I had parsley. It said fresh. I am going to use dried. This marjoram, I already had that, and salt. Cabbage I had to buy. So technically, I guess I only had to buy 2 things, so that's pretty good. I will find a comparable recipe online and link it down below. I'm not going to do a step-by-step because I don't like to, for recipes and cookbooks, it's like you should really buy the cookbook if you're interested. But since everything's pretty much found online, I will link below if I can find a comparable one. I really like this book. I recommend it. There's a lot of great soup recipes in there. As with any soup, it's not a quick process. First, we're going to cook the bacon, onion, and pork. Gonna let that cook for a little bit, and then we're gonna add the rest of it. Cabbage is gonna be last. We're gonna add everything else, boil that for 30 minutes or simmer for 30 minutes, and then we're gonna add the cabbage and simmer for like 15 more minutes. So at least an hour, but most soups are a long process. My husband has cooked pork loin before. I haven't, not that I remember. I do remember what he cooked was delicious. So this package for $8.50 was 2 pieces. It's like 2.3 pounds. So it's actually, I feel like a lot for $8. So I'm going to cut 1 in half and then freeze this whole one, cut this 1 in half. And then, I don't know, Robert said something about cooking it for my lunch, but I'd have to look up how. So I think I'll just go through my recipes and find some other, I'll go through my cookbooks and find some other recipes that require pork. So for now, I'll just freeze the bigger piece and then think about what to do with the half of this. I'm just surprised by how much meat this is. I love these little tongs. These I got from Amazon. I don't know what brand they are. So before these, I had ones that looked very similar to this that I think I got at Dollar Tree. And I had them for a couple years, and I had to end up throwing them away because the metal poked through the silicone. I don't think it's going to happen to this because I can't fill the metal underneath. So the metal poked through right here, and then schmutz was getting in between the silicone and the metal, and it was very hard to clean. And I just felt like bacteria was growing in. So I threw those away. So if you have cheap tongs with silicone over it, make sure the metal's not cutting through because it's just a haven for bacteria. So we have the bacon, pork, and onions in here. It's supposed to cook on medium heat until the pork is no longer pink. Should take about 5 minutes once it reaches medium heat. And then I'll start preparing the beef broth and the carrots. All right, I'm gonna add the beef broth. The pork is no longer pink. The pink you see in there is the smoked bacon. So remember, we're gonna do 4 cups beef broth instead of 2 cups beef, 2 cups chicken. My husband thought that was weird. So you tell me anyone who cooked with beef and chicken stock at the same time. Is that normal? Robert's like, this recipe can't be real. He's like, I'm like, it's a book. It's in this book. It's real. The spices. Now I just gotta add the chopped tomato. So yeah, I asked Robert, okay, do you want chicken stock or beef stock? He's like, try the beef. Okay. All right, I got it coming to a boil, so now I'm going to reduce it to simmer. I'm going to put the lid on. It doesn't say put the lid on. I always put the lid on because I have cats. I have nosy cats. So turn it down to simmer and for 30 minutes. My new pots do have a vent in the lid, so that helps a little so there's not too much moisture forming or steam, whatever. And then after the 30 minutes, we add the cabbage. It's been 30 minutes and I removed the bay leaves, stirred it a little, and I'm thinking I should have chopped the tomatoes finer, smaller, maybe more bite size. Now we're gonna add the cabbage, and I think it was 15 minutes simmering. Hold on. All right, let's add the cabbage, bring it back to high heat until it boils, and then lower it back to simmering. So it said like half a head of cabbage, and so I have half a head of cabbage left over, and I only used 2 pieces of bacon from that pack of bacon. So I am actually going to try to, with the rest of the cabbage, tomorrow I'm going to fry cabbage with the bacon. I've seen it on social media before, but I've never done it myself, so fried cabbage tomorrow. I'll probably do a video on that too. Why not? All right, so once this starts boiling again, I'll get it all in there, and then we'll simmer it for 15 minutes. I don't want to put too much cabbage in it. I don't want it like, I mean, I like cabbage. I don't think my husband does. I mean, he'll eat it because he likes coleslaw. And we eat it with corned beef and cabbage, but that's about it. So hopefully this will be really good. I almost forgot the parsley. I just added the dried parsley. Right, 15 minutes later, so it took like an hour and 20 minutes to make. It smells really good.
Tourism, you can do all this stuff, which is, it might be.
All right, quick taste test. First, I'm gonna try the broth. It was really good. Tastes like a vegetable broth, vegetable soup broth. I'm curious about the pork. Where is there a pork? Piece of pork. There's a piece of bacon. Hot. Oh, hot. I was worried that the pork would taste overcooked, but it doesn't. It's perfect. It's just, I'm too impatient. All right, so Robert has tried it, and he really likes it. He says the meat is flavorful, and we would both eat this again. So I will keep it as a recipe that we will repeat.